Hi folks, welcome again to the Thrones World Cup. It's possibly the last game we'll be covering from the semi-finals because we already have one result, so China beating France 6-2 and Austria is leading Catalonia 4-3, so they have one last game, and if Austria wins, that's it. If Catalonia wins, then I guess we get the extra game. And let's just see if anyone wants to commentate on this one. So just to show you, this is the one we'll be watching in a minute or so, and we'll see if we can have a look at the decks. If it's not started yet, of course, and it has not. So we have Lannister Many-Faced God for Catalonia. The clansman, well, not exactly full-on clansman. It is a clansman deck, but also it's more generally an ambush deck. Has gold cloaks, and it has Queen's Assassins, and it plays Sir Jocelyn Bywater. So this is actually probably outnumbering the clansmen just looking at it now. So I guess it's a little more special, and it's been doing well in this tournament. We have some shadows as well, Mandon Moore, Robert Strong, so stuff that needs Challenger's Phase gold, so any kind of supporting the Fate would be really nice against this one. Not playing Castamere, it's playing Fair Isle, interesting. One copy, and 2 copies of When I Woke. Okay, so something to be concerned about for the opponent, and lots of removal in the plot deck as well. It plays Time of Plenty and then removal plots. So we have Duharis, Morgulis and First Snow, plus the Father, which can go into Morgulis, of course. First Snow can go into March, and also plays Breaking Ties. That's rarely played these days. You need loyal characters, which I'm not seeing all that many. I mean, Queen's Assassin is kind of good for this. I'm sure there are some to be found. Well, mainly non-loyal here. But yeah, that could be really strong in the right circumstances. And what do we have for locations as well here? Lion, Star, and okay, Red Keep to cancel stuff. Okay, what do we have for Austria? We have Banner of the Lion. So this is also featuring a lot of non-loyal characters that can be removed with Breaking Dice. Not sure about the other removal stuff though. Probably Morgulis will be annoying. First Snow, not so sure. And the Father definitely not, because some of these characters do like to return to hand and be replayed. So this is a Knight's deck, plays Turney as the closer, and Vanquish here because there is no other trait at all. And Political Disaster, which could be okay, I guess, in this matchup. We have the good Tyrell icon, we have the Undercity for draw, as well as Hightower. We have cancels here as well, and we have Boros going crazy, I think, bringing in all kinds of stuff, jumping knights everywhere, plus Mandon here and Robert Strong as well. We have tricks like Clever Feint and Iron Bank will have its due for surprises in Challenger's Phase, and there's Burning Bright as well. And we have 2 copies of House Florent Knight. I wonder if Queen's Assassin will be good here. It will be quite interesting to see what the hand sizes are like. Forced March in the plot deck. Against a deck that maybe will jump quite a bit. Could be very interesting. Yes. Are they going to start? Not quite. So, yeah, match point for Austria. They were 4-1 ahead actually, and it's 4-3 now, so they've already wasted 2 match points, but in my opinion those were 2 not very good matchups for them, so this is the more realistic one, and if they lose this one as well, then they still get the extra game. I think it's worked out in a way that Austria had some of their better matchups at the start of the week, and Catalonia has them at the end of the week. Okay. Looks like Hannes might be able to stream this, so let's see. If that's the case, then no need to record this. Okay, let's just get all of that sorted. I'll check what's going on. Okay, definitely no live streaming yet, so let's just then see what's going on at the beginning of this game. So we have Robert setting up econ and the draw location, so perfect setup and a card in shadows. But Dago here setting up golden tooth, that's not going to probably get 3 gold ever, right? Or maybe in combination with fair isle, some stuff could happen, I don't know. Plus 3 cards in shadows. If you're playing really high on shadows, you always kind of have this setup guaranteed because they all cost 2 to go into shadows, so works out okay. But yeah, without a board, well, both of them now, so and okay, time of plenty as expected into late summer feast. So Robert's going to either stick a bunch of stuff in shadows or get stuff in play. Problem is his green apple knights and cards like that are not sticking around very much. It's a bit tricky when leaving. If you leave a lone character gets marched, uniques that you want to stay around can get fathered, although as I said, not that many of those. And he's duping the location because he's playing political disaster in the deck. Non-kneeling knight, if 2 more come in, but that's a bad plot to be doing challenges, especially against the deck that plays without a board. And it's just become super expendable there as Robert plays the Arbor as well, so he has the full set of locations apart from Red Keep, which has just entered play on the other side. Okay. Well, what can we do with 3 gold? We can do this for a start. Okay. That stops this knight escaping with Iron Bank will have its due or something like that. But Robert doesn't look like he cares about this one at this point. Just opposes, and here comes Gold Cloaks. Grabs the intrigue icon. Although Robert is our reserve as well and has both draw locations, and this is not the card to lose. Actually, this was one of the better ones, I think. Hello. That's
Good evening.
Connor joining us. Yeah, looks like we're recording this until the end. Han is trying to get streaming going, but not working at the moment, so...
Okay. That's kind of what happens when you have babies.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. Okay, so pinch gone for reserve. That's not surprising, because you don't really want to pinch all the ambush stuff back, particularly with the interplay effects.
Nope.
And
Not surprised to see him set up the backboard on the first turn.
yeah, with Light Summer Fist, that's usually the plan. He goes Vanquish. I'm not sure how much damage he's going to do, and if the board remains empty. He goes second, actually. But yeah, I mean, with Undercity and High Tower in play,
Yeah.
it seems so unlikely that he would run out of resources and get aggroed by Dago here.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of Hedge Knights, followed by a High Tower Knight, and maybe a Boris. I think Boris is one of the characters that you wouldn't mind return to your hand anyway.
Yeah, if
The
it's
father.
if he's left alone in dominance, that would be pretty good. Probably that red keep now will be saved for Boros triggers and stuff like that. Okay, there's other stuff. I mean, Robert Strong from Shadows, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can't cancel everything. And I wonder if we'll see red keep on both sides at one point.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, he had another one of these. And that's cancelled.
Well, I've disconnected. Okay. That's not the worst anyway. Clears the way for any other potential triggers.
Yeah, 6 gold after all of this. 7 on the other side, that's a lot. And now
Yeah,
we
so
are...
maybe another Gold Cloaks and a Robert Strong or a Mandan Moore.
Yeah, Queen's Assassin now is turned on. So that could be
Yeah.
an annoying thing that starts happening.
No, because as soon as it comes out of hand, they've got the same amount of cards in hand.
Yes, at the moment, yeah, you're right. if he ambushes it here without doing anything.
Yeah, he'd have
It
to
won't
do
work.
the intrigue. He'd have to win the intrigue first. Cat's paw, okay.
Well, do you pay? You do pay. Okay.
Makes sense. There's going to be a third knight coming in, so. This is very different to the rest of the Many-Faced Gods decks that I've seen so far this tournament.
Yeah, I made a bunch of predictions already in previous videos about how this one might go, and now that I actually looked at the deck, I see it's there's some clansmen, but it's a lot of those other ambushes and Sir Jocelyn in the deck, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's still obviously it's still kill heavy, but it's doing it via card effects rather than just raw claim.
Okay, is this one expandable, or do we have something coming in?
I think he just eats it. And then use what is most likely Boris to do 2 challenges on the way back.
There we are, and that's the second power potentially on the faction card to take, if that's a consideration.
So maybe we see a Boris into Osmond or something like that?
And now has the Undercity as well to set some things up if he wants to.
Hmm.
Okay. And it's Mendon. Okay, we are 3 over reserve, so I guess cards are going.
Or you just kill the cat's paw because they're both going to die anyway, and then it forces the intrigue challenge? No, okay.
2 copies of When I Woke. Well, that means it's not happening now,
Yeah.
because
I
2
mean,
are
you
in the
wouldn't
deck.
want to you wouldn't want to return Mandan anyway.
It's a weird matchup for When I Woke, it really is,
Yeah.
because you can potentially get annoying cards recycled. And yeah.
Hey guys, sorry couldn't stream myself, but the little fire baby had something against that, so I'll mute myself in between. But happy that you can at least recorded me. Thanks for that.
Yeah, giving it a shot. So actually, this intrigue has hit well. It's hit Jocelyn, who is the green key
Jacelyn,
card,
yeah.
and Hand Judgment right before Clever Feint, and he actually has the gold to be super annoying again. Well, this time you probably kill, right?
Yeah, you just kill the cat's paw because they're gonna die to military claim.
Oh, I don't know. I think Robert passes now, and the father returns Old Bone and Mandon.
Yeah. 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 And then he takes Dom also. Or he could just do the power, I guess, and then do the same thing. That works.
Oh, he's going to
No?
kill anyway.
Okay.
So father will fizzle, and you are protected from marched, I guess. Kind of. I mean, not really. You can. You'd like to get Mandon possibly marched.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess he's 3 copies, maybe 2?
All 3 he plays.
3. Okay. Yeah. Is he running his own marched or?
No.
Okay.
He's not playing any destructive plots really. He has the Harris's reset and then forced march to affect the board. That's about it.
Okay.
Political disaster for the locations. The other deck is, like I said at the start, it's amazing. So Time of Plenty was the opening, and then all removal plots. Every single one of them. March, Father, First Snow, the Harris, Morgulis, and Breaking Ties. And actually, probably was thinking that maybe doesn't want the father to take Old Bill Bone, because there's 3 cards in Dago's hand here, and that's not really a lot of cards, is it?
No.
Yeah, I played against Hansen in the Swiss, and it's a terrible. I mean, it's a good deck, but it's terrible to play against. And so I want to see a decider match. So I'm kind of for Catalonia, but I'm also kind of friends with Robert. So I want him to win, and also want Hansen to lose because his deck is so terrible. So I'm terribly conflicted today.
Okay, and Mandon escapes anyway. Is that the second clever feint in one round? Yeah.
I mean, Mandon got good value this round.
Okay, so First Snow doesn't hit, so it goes for March, which is not exactly the kind of march wall you have in mind when you put it in the plot deck, I guess, but okay. And Coppers, look at all that econ.
A cheeky 7 gold, which is potentially 12 gold.
Yeah, with all of that removal though, here comes another Green Apple Knight. With all of that removal,
It's the same one from last round that got bounced, maybe?
yeah, probably. You probably can't get 1,000 characters into play to close with tourney. So especially with Morgulis also happening. So maybe it's just going to grind it out, try to dominate with superior draw and econ, and then maybe if no one wins, you can, and time's running out, you can try to tourney.
Yeah, try and keep resources in hand rather than just spitting it all out like most Knights decks do.
Yeah, I think that's how he usually plays actually.
Yeah. Okay, so one of those is Mandon. What do we think the other one is in Shadows? It could be anything, really.
Yeah. The Hound finds an interesting matchup, so I think it's there for he's there to bounce some of his own annoying stuff like Mandon, but in this matchup has other options.
Yeah, I think with the 4 gold kept, it's likely Boris and Mandon now. But it could just be putting Robert in there to keep him safe. So
yeah, other options, of course. Knight of Flowers has a pinch which he discarded. Unexpected Guile, dupes for Undercity potentially.
A Guile would be okay. Just keep Mandon in and out.
Yeah, if you get the opponent to 0 cards, then recycling Mandon, I mean, what can you do against that? Nothing.
Guile is still free to bring out Shadows, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have also, of course, card in Shadows and some gold on the other side. Okay, he's going to play them out and lose the rest of the hand.
But that way there's Claim Soak to not lose the Hound.
Red keeps spy. Now that's one that can potentially be replayed. Actually, one Jocelyn is gone. Could be tricky now. And it was Boros. It's going to try to do damage. Is there any claim race type of thing that can happen? I guess he can fight another House Florent Knight.
Yeah, unless he had the 6-cost Garland in there, and there's no claim raised to my knowledge of it. Oh, there's Gaiard. Is it Gaiard? No.
Sorry,
The
Aemon
2-cost.
Yeah,
Aemon Kai, yeah.
Can bestow him, but yeah, you can bestow him. You need gold to actually trigger the claim raise.
Yep. He would have had a gold.
Yeah, but bestow triggers before High Tower.
Okay, yes, it does. Yeah, you correct.
Well, is Boros now staying in play for the time being? Because if he is, could try to get him and Mendon killed, but then it's 11 cards in hand against one and you're Morgulising, so...
Yeah, and then it'll be one character on the board.
He's going to be winning on the power.
Excuse me. Yeah, losing dominance might as well poke with the mill. Well, yeah. Yeah, you're losing Tom.
Well, that's the same thing, I think. It's just going to be defended by Green Apple Knight.
Yep.
Okay. Mildly useful card. And the Hound is back to do damage, potentially.
Yep. Although you don't want any of those back in hand, and if you are first player, you don't really want to use him.
Now, does Robert try the Harris now? Oh, doesn't need to. That's the third clever feint he's played, okay. I mean, he's drawn 1,000 cards, so fair enough, but all three. Although he does also play 3 Iron Banks with Heavy Zeal, so basically 6 cards that let you do this. Now you can't reset, or I mean, it achieves nothing, so.
I mean, yesterday I think Alex played 4 We Do Not Sow in the matchup against
Bing.
Against Bing. Yeah. So yeah, that was and two got cancelled. I think 2 very really crucial cancels there. So let's see how much Robert can do. But I don't think he has any way to recycle them from the discard pile, right?
No, I think they're gone now. But yeah, he has the 3 other events, 3 Iron Banks, so plus Unexpected Guile.
Yep. And we're never triggering Red Keep Spy or the Queen's Assassin anytime soon.
Okay, forced march to be able to go second for what it's worth. He's not going to use this because it's useless.
Yeah. Yeah, kneeling a 4-cost Bicon for a 1-strength Monocon is not ideal.
And Lannister here using Golden Tooth in taxation to get the Red Keep Gold in the plot phase. I wonder if that's ever going to be relevant in this game.
Without trade routes, not really, because you're not going to see Mandan come out in plot or draw phase.
Well, okay, so that can that that jump the hound in? Yes.
Yes.
In casual play, there was this hound, a many-faced god deck before the errata. It also abused the Lion Star and get him in and get your characters to be knights and then bounce everything back and recycle him endlessly. That was annoying. I think it was a very good errata.
Yeah. It's Borosing in, marshalling not in. Well, Boros actually has ambush as well, so you don't care if he goes back to hand.
Yep. But whatever comes in, unless it gets duped, goes back into the discard.
I'm not sure what the plan is exactly with this, unless he just wants to draw more.
Maybe. Okay.
Knight of Flowers, okay. That might get duped, possibly.
But yeah, the problem is if he doesn't get double duped, the hound just returns him to hand, right? Unless he gets an attachment.
There we are.
Okay, so there's one. Does he have an attachment to stick on him?
Oof, he's going to get out of this pretty well, and he's going to keep 9 gold at the moment, so that's 3 for Boros and 6 for other stuff, plus Boros brings something in again.
I don't see how Boros is going back, because the dupe from the Knight of Flowers will ping off because of Boros, right? And then the hound will send the Knight of Flowers back to hand?
First, no.
First, no, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm silly. Yeah. Yeah.
Red
Okay.
keeps still standing. Saving
Probably
it
for the second Boros trigger, right? Or the Robert Strong that is now inevitably in shadows. What probably happens is Boros comes in, grabs a Tyrell Knight, triggers Hightower, and then he's got the 5 gold for Bobby Strong.
By the way, we have 2 copies of Burning Bright as well in the deck. That could be good for Robert.
That would be very good for Robert.
And he's probably... Oh, that's risky. I mean, if he has this shadow attachment and shadows, then the hound can't trigger. No.
Or if he had Burning Bright as well, he could put the dupe into play.
Yeah. But I don't think you would be too annoyed by him going back to hand. He could be more Gaullist else or so. So I think it's just another body right now, because you know he cannot keep him for forever anyway.
Yeah, defending with both because of the hound. Okay. Robert Strong? No, Boros. Now, do you cancel this?
I think we still have Mandon in shadows, right? Or did something happen to him? So
I think it's Mandon.
Mandon is a disaster, right? If he triggers, so can kind of have to cancel him.
Yep. Yep. It's either that or you kill your Regent's Guard, and it's not. You can't put yourself behind on board presence.
What happens if you have just one card in hand with
you
Mandon?
have to you have to kill.
Okay.
Because you can't fulfill the cost.
Oof.
Okay.
Lots of stuff coming in, and it's all reset resistant because it jumps in and out, and he has the econ to just keep doing it. The only thing is he's over reserve now. That's going to be sad for him going down to 5 cards.
Yeah. And actually, I played this deck as a substitute in team regionals, and it's an amazing deck, so it's super fun to play. But it can, I don't know what the spread of icons is for Dago or Hansen, but I had the problem then, but it was also against Dothraki, that I couldn't win the power challenges. So it's a little light on power icons. So that's, I would say, the biggest issue he could face, because Hansen might get them from a dead pile. But if he can keep it up like this, I think he has a good chance of turning the advantage that Hansen has now around.
Loses Bryce actually for intrigue. And now what's happening with Osmond? Okay. So one of the cards in hand is the Hound, and the card in shadows is Mandon. And now it's high risk that you're losing the Hound if he doesn't jump in.
I think you have to block. Oh, but then you're getting hit with Mandon more anyway.
So the Hound's still there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure Robert would have liked to see the Hound getting hit there with intrigue. Surprised he didn't come in with... well, if he comes in with Lannister, actually also kind of goes eventually, so yeah. All around bad, really. That card disadvantage has been the problem right from the start in this game.
Yeah, round one they were on equal footing, and then it's just ramped massively, I think. So we're probably just gonna see what Magul is next turn. It's not even gonna do a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the Knight of Flowers might be returned.
Yeah, this backboard of Robert, that's really what you dream of when you play this deck.
And then what, PD next round for Robert?
Oof. Yeah, so he has some key ones here still left. He could try to do Harris, keep them alive.
So if Robert wins, then Austria is through to the final, right?
Yes, that's true. Ooh, actually, they're jumping so well and he has the cards. Could he just tourney? Or is that stoppable at this point?
If Mogul is... Well, he's gonna have 5 cards in hand. Mandan and Shadows. 8 gold. Potential of, what, 13? You could spit out, even if he gets Morgulus, you could spit out enough knights, I think, to maybe close it.
Yeah, I mean, Morghulis is... Okay, you have the goal to pay for anything you draw, but with 3 cards...
Yeah.
To stop the tourney going, even if...
You have to force the tourney player to go first and return something decent enough with the Hound.
Yeah, well, you're not forcing tourney to go first. They don't
No.
want to.
Yeah.
I think the Harris or political disaster. I think tourney is too risky. Yes, Hansen has to come back here, so he's under pressure, and I don't think Robert needs to close next round.
And you use golden
No,
tooth
he's quite
here, I
comfortable.
think, and you keep for political disaster. You keep red keep anyway, and Lannister and gold mine, which is not the worst.
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of need that gold mine.
6 gold plus
Good evening.
Lannister.
Hi.
Hello.
I have a question. So, what happens if Cat is the only character in play and you have 2 cards in hand and Mandon comes out? Do you have to discard?
No.
Or does it fizzle?
No, you can't kill anything, and you're not
Oh.
forced to discard. You can choose the I'm going to kill option and just don't. Okay, so
Okay.
he wants to keep cards alive. He's going to go down on power a little bit, but now the last 2 plots are going to be Breaking Ties, which, okay, if you get your card that works with that, is okay. And what else did we say? The Harris. The Harris is going to suck actually for Dago. So I think Robert now has a a chance to tourney. And actually he's down to the last 2 plots. What's the other one?
PD,
PD.
and
Well, okay, so
Tony.
he has good plots to finish with, really.
Yeah.
May as well play tourney next so that you get it round 8 if the game's still going.
Yeah, you don't want to pin that. Yeah, you could even just see a Queen's Assassin marshaled for breaking ties, because that's a 2-cost loyal character.
Yeah, but now, I mean, stop decking. If you stop decked a Rose Road and I don't know what, Fair Isle has the gold mine.
Yeah.
Which he uses.
Yeah, you need dudes at this point. How many high tower knights have we seen? There's 1. And there's 2 gone back in the deck, okay.
Only has a military icon. Have to do something first.
Oh.
And
There we go.
Well, this time Manton at the moment is not hurting, so he does this for Boros. He can't then also cancel Undercity. But the gold isn't there for Robert this time.
Yep, and
At the
switching
moment.
to the intrigue. So now the Hound's going to be forced out to bounce the Hedge Knight, maybe?
So that's the
'Cause you don't
second
bounce.
Boros, right? One went back to the deck and now this is a different one.
Yeah.
Boss. Ooh,
Oh.
the other Hound. What's going on here? He actually is playing that, yeah. So he plays one of these and 2 of the other one. So this guy can, if he wins a challenge, can go back to hand, and the other one can jump with
So
Lannister potentially.
Okay, so it's given him the intrigue icon. He's going to defend, go back, and then the other Hound is there to stop the power challenge.
Do we
Nice
have
move.
bounty into Robert Strong now? It's actually discarded. Is that 2 Iron Banks will have his you for reserve last round? So, and Robert for reserve. Interesting. There we go.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay. Oh.
He plays it before the Hound is actually in the challenge, so maybe it's a bluff. Huh.
Yeah, but the Duke doesn't go back to hand, which is unless that last card in hand is another Hound.
Yeah, no, I meant Robert. Maybe he's bluffing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Robert's songs.
Well, what's he going to do now with the forced?
I think you have to return it because otherwise Mando's just gonna kill him.
Yeah, the Duke would
I don't know,
stay,
yeah.
but you'd lose the last card in hand, and then it'd get discarded at the end of the phase.
Now probably nothing much he can do with
Mm.
2 gold. 1 card.
Yeah.
So which Hound is the normal Hound is now in hand? Okay,
Yeah.
normal Hound. And this one will be defended. Okay. Surprised he's used Mandon here, but okay, doesn't want to waste the gold probably.
Yeah, and Magulis is already gone, so
Yeah, he can just turn it, so the bodies are good at this point, right?
yeah. Okay, so what's the last one in shadows?
Could have also won dominance instead to get to 10.
What
What's
are the last plots
uh,
for Lannister deck?
Breaking Ties hasn't been played yet, and Harris.
And Breaking
Oh.
Ties isn't doing anything unless he's drawn a hired assassin or the other one. Red Keep Spy.
So 2 Green Apple Knights gone. I think all that were in circulation are gone, right? Actually 3 are gone. So unless there's Burning Bright, it's going to be slightly more difficult.
The likelihood that he's drawn Burning Bright is quite high, though.
Yes, it's very possible at this point. I mean, 22 cards left in the deck. And is not prepared to go first. I think that's there is some kind of urgency that you feel to go first with Turney because okay, it's a closer, let's just do it. But no, it's not. It's not always the answer. You may as well go second in this kind of matchup.
Dupes. Good. Is that potentially a Night of Flowers and Shadows now?
Well,
Whatever it is isn't coming out. But there is a Night of Flowers in the discard, so if we do have a Burning Bright...
yeah, or surely Green Apple Knight is just as good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, multiple challenges. Because unless that card in Shadows is pinch, you're not standing the Night of Flowers.
It's not pinch.
Yeah,
pinch
because
is
there's
gone.
only one copy
Yeah.
and it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. Going to try to defend and then see what. I mean, it's not a good to Harris anyway. Look at all the cheap ones. All the power will be kept.
Yeah, you literally just lose the former champion. Or Boros if you don't care.
Okay, he's going to try to spread it out a little bit to get some unopposed as well. Of course, there's high risk that you're going to actually lose one of the challenges doing it this way. But I think he's fine even if that happens.
Yeah. Well, there's no power icons to give out with the agenda unless... Okay.
Ooh, this one is... How is this one back? Oh, okay, so...
Maybe he had 2 in hand.
So he has 2 of this one and 1 normal one. Okay. I think I misread it previously.
Yeah.
Okay, good job getting those dupes then. Although, dupe on Boros, I mean, if you're returning Boros, that's a disaster anyway. You just come straight back for 3 gold with another guy.
Okay.
Well, now the Hound is not returning.
Nope.
What does
So
he
we'll
need?
probably
10
have
gold for?
Robert Strong on the power challenge. But I don't know. And then maybe 4 gold for... Oh, it's not... Yeah, maybe 4 gold for a higher Queen's Assassin to trigger the actual plot. Because you can't trigger the Assassin because the card's in hand, but to put it into play to get rid.
Okay, so the Hound is the card that's gone. Probably good because it can't re-enter. And Red Keep cancels what exactly? Undercity? No, Guile. Okay.
Guile. Yeah, it's a good play. Limits the options coming back in.
And he should have the other hound still in hand, right? So he can defend power.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the other Hound is the mystery card, yeah.
But it can't come in.
I mean, the other hunt can come in, right?
Correct.
Because
Yeah,
of
yeah, okay.
Iron Man.
Good point.
Robert Strong on the former champion, if it is him. No.
And Breaking Ties doesn't look like it's going to get triggered at all.
No.
Then political disaster sucks for Lannister here. as the last one.
Yeah.
Although the knights are back to not having any renown. 14 though.
PD, I think, isn't going to do so much once Golden Tooth's knelt, so they're losing a Rose Road and a knelt Golden Tooth. There's a
I
Burning
think
Bright.
he's just going to win.
Yeah.
Well, does this have an answer? I mean, there's 9 gold and card in shadows. What was the Iron Bank we have its due for?
If that's not Robert Strong, it doesn't matter on a power icon, which none of them have natural power icons.
But
it doesn't matter.
He can come in and kill. Yeah, he can kill nothing. Okay, fair enough.
He can kill it, but it doesn't get a power icon.
But he can kill Renown away. Oh,
Yeah.
but still, it's going from
It'll
13
be
to 15.
unopposed. Yeah.
Could it be another mystery card that solves the problem? Catspaw.
His best option was on. Oh no, how much gold did he have before? 6.
Okay.
Was to kill his own hound with Robert Strong to then gain a power icon.
Yeah.
Wow. So congratulations to Austria. I think it's their first final. Close game against Catalonia. Nice.
It's not their first final, I think. Let's check that.
Oh, really? Austria? But back in the FFG days, maybe, right?
Yeah, they got to the final in 2020. Lost
nice.
to
Okay,
Germany.
Sorry for that. All right.
For Catalonia, it would have been the first. They have semi-finals previously. But yeah, Austria against China is interesting. So I think we had that last year. Yeah, in the group stage, Austria was, I think, the only team that defeated China there. So it's going to be super close. Both teams are super stacked with top players. So yeah, should be a fun 2 weeks.
Here as well in the group stage?
Sorry?
Didn't they play this year as well in the group stage?
Yes, they did. So we can check. So China won that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think only Germany beat China, right?
Yeah, Germany got a surprisingly convincing win against China. I think Austria-China might have been 5-3 actually. I remember it being close, or maybe I'm wrong, not sure now. But yeah, it's going to be super fun. And actually we have a couple of weeks to play it out, because this coming weekend is the online Worlds. So there might not be the World Cup happening at that point if players want to play in online Worlds, which I hope they do. And we know that the Chinese games tend to be towards the weekend to allow for the time zone problems. So we could see the decision next weekend actually in this one. So can look forward to that, and we'll try to make sure everything is streamed, or at least recorded, but hopefully streamed. So yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Miho, again for recording.
Yeah, my pleasure. Congratulations once again to Austria and to China, of course. And yes, thank you everyone for watching yet another video. And we'll see you all in the final, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye bye.